back for the final hour of tonight's episode of Age of Rebellion. We are in the middle of cleaning up a bar fight, thanks to our good friend Zabo, among other parties. So, yeah, Mike, go ahead and take it away.
So currently, Zach he's taking off. Unless one of you actively trying to stop him, then he's gonna go vanish into the crowd and go lick his wounds, so to speak.
My attention is on Zabo at the moment, so unless
Okay.
Bibo signals to have him stunned, then I wouldn't
Yeah.
have done it.
So Zabo, currently his condition is he's got a nasty gash in his left bicep. Pretty much just straight down the center of his bicep, and doesn't seem to be able to really use that arm very well. And
Okay.
he's got a nasty cut over his left eye. Your primary, just again to reiterate, the guards will be showing up soon.
Okay.
So we should probably try to get him to a safe place where we could either get him medical help or try to administer it ourselves.
Yeah. I just looked and I also have a skill in medicine, so I think between the two of us we could probably patch him up at least pretty well. I also have 2 stim packs, so I think we're going to need to drag him somewhere. Although admittedly, like I don't know enough about the area to really know where a safe place would be. Is there anything that I'm close by or that I can see that would be a nice little place to go that no one would like point and be like, yeah, they went into that room there?
Did
Um,
everyone leave the bar?
Well, we're like in an alley thing
No, I mean
near
the
the.
other patrons. Is the bar empty now?
I would say that maybe some people would have taken refuge in the bar, so no, the bar would
Okay.
not be empty currently.
It's a good question though.
So you're looking for somewhere to take him. So we can go ahead and have you roll a perception check.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm gonna double check just to make sure. Get the dice pool all situated. Okay, yep, should be ready.
So who's rolling?
I did, but I'm not sure if anyone else is supposed to. I think everyone should.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, we'll do it.
You succeeded, but yeah, we can have everyone roll. I just don't have the dice pool set for everyone. I don't think.
Woo!
Bless you.
Wow.
Did nice.
Whoa.
Zabo.
Fabulous.
So Zabo
is awakened.
Over there. I'm not. It's like I don't even think that having difficulty dice in there would have made much of a difference for that.
I like
As
do the
almost
little
as
like
you can.
do like little flip off my back and like land on my feet and go this way.
with the one arm, right? Like with the arm
Yeah.
that isn't like all bandaged up.
Well, no,
This
I tried
way.
to do that, but it just like flops all over and like flaws wildly.
Gross.
You guys can find like it's not a abandoned storefront. It's smaller than that. It was probably at some point some sort of maintenance access way that has a like an office or something like that you can go into.
All right.
There's like there's a metal desk and there's a filing cabinet and kind of like a locker in there.
Okay.
Papers on the floor, and looks like it hasn't really been used in some time. But
Did anyone
fine.
like see us walk into this place, or did we just kind of like go off into the darkness of a
you guys are
alley?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
no one saw you.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Is there like a chair somewhere I can sit Zabo down on, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously Zabo is like mentally still there, but I'm like, all right, big boy, you gotta go sit down. You gotta fix you up. You're not gonna walk out of here like that and not get questioned.
True. So
Like-
you would like to? Who would like to be the primary roller of the medicine role? Who's better?
Let's see.
Well, Zabo has medicine, and he's actually not even listening, and he's already starting to go. I mean, he would be administering his own medicine.
I think
Okay.
Can-
both Eos and Lark have one
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
in medicine.
Yeah.
I do know that Lark, it's a career skill for you.
Hmm.
It's also for me.
What's your rank at?
1.
1. So, who would like to be the primary roller, and then we'll add 2 boost dice since we have 2 people helping.
Looks like Zabo would like to be the primary roller.
I think so. He's his primary caregiver.
You don't
Stubborn.
trust nobody else, so
It's not that he doesn't trust people. He just, without hesitation, like pulls a stapler and starts like stapling the cut closed and like spraying it, and
How does Bebo react to the organic creature stapling himself?
He's he's not even interested in what's happening here.
Okay. Is
If
Bebo-
anything, if you can read an emotion on a robot, he's unconcerned.
Indifferent.
I
Yeah,
walk
that's a
over
good
to
word for it.
Bebo, and I imagine he's kind of like just looking around the room, and I say, Bebo, how are we gonna get out of this without? How are we gonna make it on the ship if they catch us?
Or lean in really close, so nobody else can hear what I say. And I say, I use the doors, and I walk away.
Wow.
I flip off the robot.
Oh,
Right, all right.
that kind not you don't turn them off.
No, I do not turn off the robot.
he pushes his button.
No,
A little
no.
extreme.
No, I flip him off, and then I reach in my pocket and I reach for my my tracker, the tracking device that I have on Pask.
Yep.
And I turn it on and I look to see where Pask is.
I turn back. I'm
Pass
interested in that.
Pass appears to be in the general area where the conflict just took place. He seems to have left his shop in that area currently.
How close is his shop to that area?
Probably 5 minutes walk.
Okay, so it's not like uncommon that he would be there. It's just like
I wouldn't say it would be. I mean, how closely have you been watching the tracker to kind of get an
not closely
understanding
at
of
all.
patterns?
Not closely at
Yeah,
all.
so you don't have enough information to go on to
Sure.
understand if this is a pattern for him or not.
Okay.
If you want to try to intuit whether or not this is.
But I mean, like
normal
this isn't like a part of town that he just like definitely wouldn't be in or anything like that. I
Not
mean, like I have a
necessarily.
general understanding of who Pask is,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
didn't know if this was like a scummy part of town that like, wow, he's here. He would never
Right.
be here.
And yeah, based off of that, then no, it wouldn't be extremely unordinary for him to be
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Zabo, go ahead and roll your medicine, please. We should have the dice pool all set. Oh fuck.
Oh
He takes his
You need to
knife
staple
out,
across the
stabs-
wound. Oh man. Wow.
no! Whoopsie daisy.
Okay.
That sure went well.
Moment of clarity over.
Yeah, you're gonna need actual medical attention for this one.
I
If you
think
guys-
it's
if you
time for
guys
us to
continue-
intervene.
If you guys continue to try to do it yourselves, you're gonna make it worse. You need to find an actual doctor.
Is there any like noise that is made? Like what happens when this roll is made?
I imagine that Zabo, you're trying to take care of this yourself, and just from my basic understanding of Zabo's character, he probably tries to brute force this in some way. No, he's not really thinking it through, so
He's also half drunk, so
he is also half
That's
drunk. So
true.
you pick up a stapler from the desk, and you're just like, and I imagine at that point, like one of the other two of you are like, whoa, hold up here.
So when I imagine that like I look down and as I see him pull it out like the stapler and I see him like do the first staple correctly and then I like look at Eos and I kind of like give her that look like, oh, I guess he's got it, and then I see him like staple like instead of like if the wound is this way he's stapling like this, I see him like do this.
Yeah.
And it's I'm like oh no.
it like hits an artery and blood starts going.
Oh yeah,
I like okay so
and you like scream in pain.
No, he wouldn't have done that.
You sure?
He would look at it awkwardly, and he'd look at everyone else. He's like,
I I pull out my tracker and I pull it back out of my pocket and I say, Bebo, you need to find Pask right now, and I throw him the tracker.
I catch the tracker
Dude, nice.
and I say, you know, the biggest threat to humans is other humans.
Well, he's not human though.
I'm not a human either, so
Mm,
I'd say
sorry,
the thousands
fleshlings.
of rebels
she's
killed
not.
by droids
So
would disagree with that.
Organics.
You know?
I say, what do you mean,
and I
Bebo?
look.
You go look for Pask.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Pask. I'm not gonna explain that any further.
Okay.
It'll take you a few minutes, but you have a tracker on him, so you can find him.
Okay.
I
Just take you a few minutes.
after that I kind of look at Eos and return to some sort of bandaging effort or any light sort of thing. I have 2 stim packs, but I would prefer to not have to use them if possible. But if I need to, like, I
Right.
will. If I can assess the need and say yes, I need to use a stim pack here, then I just will.
And what does a stim pack do again?
Uh,
Look at that. I think it
Presumably
just
it gives some sort
automatically
of
heals.
temporary. No, it does some sort of temporary healing thing that has a negative side, I believe.
It just is diminishing returns essentially.
okay.
As far as that,
Sure.
Hmm.
it requires a maneuver, and it automatically heals 5 wounds. You can use multiple stim packs, but it has diminishing returns. And see at page 233 for stim packs and healing. You didn't necessarily take any wounds though. This
Right,
is
he
a
only took-
critical injury that you guys are
Mhm.
trying to heal. So I don't think a stim pack would really be able to help us here.
Yeah.
yeah, as
Sure.
she pulls it out, he says, "No, that's not what I need at this point."
And as
unfortunately."
you need-
so, like, I imagine it like pulls halfway out of my bag, and he says that, and
Mhm.
and I look at him and say, "No, that's not what I'm looking for." And I grab the death stick that's in my backpack, and I take it and light it.
I was
I-
gonna say you still got some of those. on
I
you.
take a puff of it,
Yeah,
and then
so-
I give it to Zabo. I like put it
what
toward
you
his mouth.
guys need here is a doctor to stitch him up
Mhm.
and bandage him properly.
Right.
A stim pack I would say that if he was on the verge of
Like if he was
being
in shock or
unconscious from
something.
blood loss or anything, then it would be
Mhm.
like a shot of adrenaline essentially, so he'd be
Sure.
able to get back up on his feet long enough to get to a doctor.
Okay.
But we're not really in that situation at
Okay.
the moment. But he does need to get to a doctor because that is sorry, it's going to be ongoing. That he's going to take that penalty to his roles until he gets this fixed.
Okay.
How far have I gotten by now?
You found him by now, probably. You know, they've spent a few minutes going back and forth on the stim pack, so he's kind of walking around the area of the entrance to the alley. It looks like he's like looking for something.
So he's close to us too.
At this time, he is. He's as you were going to find him. It appears that he was moving towards where all this took place.
I, head straight towards him and I, loudly robot say, Pask.
Bebo, yes, I heard something going on. I was just wanted to see what it was. I was concerned for you. You know, everything okay?
Can I perceive whether or not he's hiding something here? I mean,
Yeah, we can do a perception check.
Isn't
That's,
there a specific speech check that has to do with like detecting deception,
I think so.
like cool or?
Let me coercion, charm, negotiation.
Or streetwise maybe. I mean, maybe not streetwise.
I think it would just be perception.
maybe coercion? No, not coercion.
Because you're not doing any coercing. You're just trying to see if he's lying to you. So I don't think that.
Which regular
It's-
perception?
It says notice a subtle clue on something, so I'd imagine that would
Mhm.
fit under that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just standard perception. I'll get your difficulty set here.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Let's see if it does this. Seems all good to you. You know, seems to be legit.
I say,
Or you don't notice anything.
fleshlings doing what they do best, bleeding. Uh, How'd you hear that we were in trouble?
Well, the blaster shots were a clue.
Why were you so close?
I'm 5 minutes away.
There was only one
Alright.
blaster shot. Just saying.
True.
It was a stun setting, so it was probably more like a whoop sound than like a pew.
The
I mean-
screams, you know.
one of our number, the big one, needs a doctor.
I imagine something like that would happen. All right.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a shop merchant.
You sell the
See what
extra
I can
skin.
What?
You sell the extra skin they wear.
Oh, bless you.
Says, I'll find him a doctor.
Thank
He-
you.
Goes off. Okay.
I'm gonna return to the group. No, can I follow him?
Yes. Yeah.
Do we still have the communicators, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and are they general or are they direct to each individual person? Is it like a radio or is it like a messenger?
You can send comms directly to an individual or to the group.
I'm gonna say directly to Lark that I found Pask and he's finding us a doctor.
I said, great. And what's the condition of Zabo right now? Have we been able to make any success in the time that he went to go do that? Like at least in stabilizing his bicep falling off?
You got it so that he's not gonna bleed out, but
That's
you're
good.
gonna need someone to stitch it up properly before he can gain full use of his arm again.
Sure. So I kind of radioed to Bebo. Great work, Bebo. Doesn't look like Zabo's arm is going to fall off, so we'll just lay low here for a little bit.
I'm following Pask.
But did you broadcast that to me, or?
Yes.
Okay. I say you're following Pask to the doctor?
Yes.
Okay. What's your ETA?
Depends on how fast he can walk.
Okay. Can you pick him up and he can walk faster with you?
I don't know. Can I?
I don't
My
think
leg is not off my body. I
No,
can
that's
walk.
correct. That is correct. Yes.
True facts.
Not you, Zabo. I'm talking about. Never mind.
To answer your question, Bebo, you would not be able to really walk much faster than he can.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but so we can follow you guys for the time being, and he notices you're following, but doesn't really acknowledge it much. He accepts it, and you guys walking through the space station, and he comes up to a residential area, and he goes up to a particular door, and he knocks on it, and you hear a voice from the inside say, "Who is it?" And he's like, "It's Pask. Open the door." And the door opens, and you see standing there a burly-looking dude with kind of like a dirty-looking smock on, and he says, "What can I do for you, Pask?" And Pask tells him, "Jesh, I need your help. I got a friend, you could say, who needs some attention. So, cashing in one of my favors. Can you come give us a hand?" And he's like, "Give me a minute, I'll get my stuff." And he goes back into his house and comes out a couple minutes later with a black bag. And Pask then turns to you, Bebo, and says, "Lead the way."
I'm going to lead them back to the group.
Okay. So yeah, you guys walk back, and as you are coming back, you look down the alleyway where the fight took place, and there's a squad of Navy troopers there looking around,
Can I
trying to.
can I pull my folks off to the side? You're kind of
Yeah.
try to skirt their attention.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to contact Lark again and say, "Where are you? Imperial scum is here."
They're not like at the door of where you guys are or anything. They're at the location where the fight took place, probably hauling off the dead body at this time.
How far away are we hidden from that spot?
You guys, you're probably a couple hundred yards. You know,
Okay.
yeah. You guys
So
can,
I remember where they were, right?
yeah. You
Mhm.
can
Is
get
there
there.
a clear way I can get there without being seen?
It will require some stealth rolls, but yeah,
Bring it on.
because
Attaboy.
this is a role.
I don't think we've
playing
done
game.
those yet.
So yeah, we're gonna keep the dice pool like that. Yeah. Go ahead and
So I roll stealth?
Stealth. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Wasn't a failure, but it wasn't a success either. Okay. So what can we do there with their threat? Okay, I have an idea for what I can do with it. It'll come back a little later. You can get there, and it seems as though you haven't been noticed. So you come back into the room where Zabo is with your medical friend now, and he sees what's going on there. And he says, "Well, how'd this happen?"
Who says that? Pask or
The
the doc?
doctor.
What's the
The
doctor's name
doctor
again?
guy. The doctor's name is Jesh.
Jesh.
That's all that Bebo was able
Sure.
to hear. Jesh.
Sure.
Cool.
Do I hear him say what happened here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I look at him and say, well, have you heard of the Big Black? You know, the ones at Doc D. The Big
Yeah.
Black at D.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah.
don't. They have a friend who isn't their friend, and that friend who isn't their friend is also not our friend because of a very confusing set of circumstances, wherein we didn't take jobs they wanted us to take. So we were having a nice night
I'm
at
gonna
the
like
bar.
reach my arms in front of his face and say, "Fix him."
I go, yeah. The short version is that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He is able to fix you. Is the
Wow.
first that's-
Perfect.
Nice. Does
So
he have to
we're
like
gonna
play
go-
any like
My
Coldplay
thanks
songs
to you,
like
friend.
fix you, or he just does
You
it?
have to do what?
Nothing.
He's a doctor. He's good at this.
Dude, nice.
For a living, boy. Let's go over to you and do your crit. Cool. You have your arm in a bandage, though, but you have use of it again. He's giving you
I
some pain
like
meds.
take my hurt arm and I like raise it up to like a salute, and I say, "My thanks."
Yes. You're very welcome. All right. He's got, a little bit of blood on his gloves. Takes them off, throws them away, and says, "Well, if that is all, I have things I need to get back to."
Great, thanks.
Are we not paying this guy?
No,
Or-
he didn't ask. I'm not paying him anything.
Nope.
I'm assuming that
There's a
Pask
fade
called in.
in-
Task was getting a favor.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Yeah.
Pask called in a favor for that.
That's what
So
happened.
we're good.
He leaves. Pask sticks around for a little bit and says, "So, do you want to tell me the full story, or is that about it?"
He fixed him.
Yes.
That's the story.
Why did he need fixing?
Oh, he was broken? No, I'm just playing with you, Pask. Like I said, one of the workers down at Doc D decided to come rough him up. I'm not sure if it was a murder attempt or a roughing up attempt. We just kind of walked in at the end, but before we got there, it looks like one of them. Well, you saw him, I'm sure, in the alleyway, and the other ones they took off. Well,
Okay.
one of them was stunned, but I assume he's okay now.
Yeah, we weren't exactly there to see what went down, but we could hear what was going down when it got started. So
I would
There you
tell
go.
you to ask Zabo. He was there, but he is a little bit intoxicated. And when a
I
big
killed
guy,
one.
yeah, that.
Okay, well, I hope that you guys can, get yourselves out of this one. I have no doubt that you will. So
Do you have any place that we
I
can...
do.
Thank you, Zabo. Do you have any
Don't
place?
say that.
Do you have any place that we can lay low for the night? The freighter leaves tomorrow, right? Air leaves tomorrow.
Right.
it arrives tomorrow.
Oh well, okay. The freighter arrives tomorrow. We
Tomorrow
only have to lay
morning.
down for a night.
Says yes, you can lay down in my shop.
Do
I-
I know where the tracking device that's on Pask is?
You would have seen me put it in his pocket. It's in his jacket pocket.
Yeah.
Because I put it in there in front of everybody.
Pask is taking us to his place now, correct?
Correct.
Or has he started moving yet? Has he started
Yeah,
walking out the
yeah,
door?
yeah.
Can I, like, physically, like, approach him and go in for a hug
Bless you.
Yes.
and take the tracking device out of his pocket?
Yes.
Aw,
Roll
Bebo.
stealth.
I kind
It's
of
the
look
worst
at.
hug he's ever experienced. Like, it's the most uncomfortable,
Does he like slap the back like way too hard? It's
like it's the equivalent of a handshake, but it's a hug.
It's
It's an
like a
awkward
bad
hug.
handshake,
Go
like where you
ahead.
can't
He should,
even go all the
he
way
should
in.
feel bad, yeah.
Go ahead and roll
Roll what?
stealth.
Destiny?
Hug.
Dice.
A dice. Stealth.
Any?
Please.
Stealth?
Stealth.
Okay.
Oh no.
He like it's awkward for him, and he like sees you reaching into his pocket. And he's like, "Whoa, easy there." Like, what?
I go. Look, you gotta understand. Droids, they're programmed for a lot of things. Hugging isn't one of them. Sometimes hands.
I go
You should
for
see when he
another
hugs
hug,
me.
and it's just like one of his arms.
I go like, yeah, this sort of stuff happens all the time on the ship.
This is a big step for him.
Affectionate.
He never gives
Hey.
me hugs.
Zabo, that's probably because of the plumbing issue.
So you guys, unless there's anything else you guys want to do in the maintenance office, you guys can head out the door.
No, I'm.
We're
fine.
done
Yeah,
with that.
Bring it
Yeah.
on.
All right. So you guys head out and start walking down the roadway. Seems like people have come back out, and it's starting to get back to its normal level of activity here on the
About-
station.
About how much time has passed since the fight?
Half an hour.
Seeing
Since
people
the fight
like
itself,
yeah.
45 minutes.
Okay, seeing people
Since
like
the
already
fight.
file back in, I'm like, man, they sure clean up quick around here. Must have a lot of experience. And I kind of say that in the direction of Pask.
Fights happen, People get used to this kind of thing in space.
I guess so.
You guys, you're walking in that direction, and as you do, you walk past a couple Navy officers, and one of them stops and looks at Bebo and kind of grabs your arm, Bebo, and says, "Weren't you? I saw you earlier. What's your designation?"
Can you describe the person a little more to me?
They're standard looking Navy officer, gray shirt, gray jacket, high collar, nice cut hair, slicked back, and they're holding onto your arm, and it's just a probably low ranking officer, and he's just
Okay. I straighten up and I say, "Hello, sir. Business hours are over. The bar is closed." And I just wobble back and forth.
"You are a security model droid."
I say,
Incorrect, sir.
I kind of, I kind of like look at the guy and I whisper to him. I'm like, he got reprogrammed a long time ago. They wiped his memory. They didn't.
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
the bar owner doesn't have the kind of cash to to get an actual service droid. So
You want to roll
Sir?
deception?
me,
Yeah.
I love
Let's
to
see.
roll deception.
And I'm gonna make sure to give you something here.
Okay, do we have any force points or destiny points left, or those are all used up, right?
You guys have a light side point.
Okay, I'll use one.
Would-
Go ahead and roll.
Damn.
Da-da-da.
Ooh.
So
Damn, it feels good to
deceptive.
be a lark.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he buys it, and
He big buys it.
he's like, "I apologize, sir. I'll leave you guys to get on your way. Go right ahead."
I just thank him, give him a little like nod, and continue on walking.
He nods, and they go on their way. You know, no more word from them. Ever.
Now,
Well done.
I still have that officer's uniform on, just so you know.
Yeah.
From last time. Okay.
You do.
Cool.
All right. So we get to pass, and you guys can lay low there for the night.
Okay.
And we will end there for the evening. I think that's a good place to end.
Any closing things you want to leave us with as far as the plot hook goes? How we're laying or anything like that? I'm not spooning anyone.
Yeah, no spooning. Not even Bebo. Come
Well,
on, man.
Well,
Aw.
it's not really spooning with him.
Biba doesn't spoon.
Bevo deactivates.
Task has he has a small little apartment kind of thing that's behind his shop.
Okay.
That you guys have bedded down in for the evening. And what we're gonna leave with is you guys are there, and as the episode closes, then we pull out from Martel Station, and the last thing we see is just in hyperspace a convoy of ships whizzing by.
Wait, like whizzing past the station?
No,
Two.
like
Oh, okay.
whizzing by the
Oh, okay.
camera.
I see. Okay, cool.
We're in hyperspace view, you know.
Fair enough.
All
Cool.
right.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna call it for the night. I guess we will be back next week, same time, 6:30 Pacific here on. Actually, no, that's not true. We won't be here on twitch.tv/datmenace. We are going to be on twitch.tv/friendlyfiretv. That's where this show is going to be hosted. I just put a link in the chat. Make sure to go follow that channel so that you can get an update when we go live there. I don't want anyone to come here on next Tuesday and be like, "Where's the Age of Rebellion stream?" Because we're going to be there. Also, if you are new to the stream and you want to catch up, or you have friends that you want to show the series and they're going to need to catch up, you can go to our YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/friendlyfiretvgaming, because Friendly Fire TV was already taken. And you can catch up on the previous episodes there. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a round of shoutouts. Mike, how you doing?
Doing good. I am at Margator on Twitter. That's MICHAELYATER. And I mostly just retweet and tweet really bad puns most of the time, as my friends can attest. So if you're into that kind of thing, you can go follow me there. I might say something funny every once in a while. Other than that, shout out to Roll20, as always, for being fabulous, and specifically to some of the API stuff that we're using for what we're doing here. A lot of it would be much more difficult without it, since this is all of our first time playing Age of Rebellion. There's a lot of weird math stuff that the API and character sheets are able to do for us that we don't have to worry about. So super cool stuff there.
Yeah. What about you, Anthony?
I'm excited to see what Friendly Fire Gaming has in store for all of our loyal viewers. Woo!
Yeah. Cool.
That's it.
And on Twitter, you can follow him at scrub_daddy. the perfect Twitter handle.
If you want.
You do. You do. You
If you
let,
dare.
let me just
If you
tell
know
you
you
from
want to.
firsthand experience, you probably want to.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Notice he didn't say that for me, so.
Well, so Ian, how about some shoutouts?
Yeah, so follow me on Twitter at my last swan song. I tweet. I'm trying to get into it more, you know. I'm not huge into social media, so I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm gonna start putting up art on the internet, so I'll let you guys know
Oh,
about that.
awesome. That'd be
I'll
great,
probably
man.
start it off. Yeah, I'll start it off with some caricatures of the crew here. So also shout out to the chat because it's super cool to see you guys coming
Yeah.
back and joining us
Yeah.
again for multiple weeks. It's super awesome and
Yeah.
uplifting to see that.
Sure, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. What about you, Emily?
Absolutely.
I also shout out to the people who have been hanging out with us and, watching newbies like me try to figure out how the crap to navigate this kind of stuff. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, my Twitter and YouTube handle is mighty sophia, the word mighty, SOFIA. Currently on my YouTube channel, I'm reviewing shows like The Walking Dead and Better Call Saul. So if you like TV stuff, I talk TV things, and yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Probably the most internet popular person out of all of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think really Emily should be promoting this stream.
What?
Anyway, very cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Matt. I am the host of this show and um, friendly tired.
Friendly
Exactly.
tired.
Friendly Fire
Aren't we
TV.
all?
Friendly Fire TV is kind of my brainchild. It's actually a channel that I started with a friend years ago, and I'm excited to kind of restart it with a new crew and get some new content going. If you guys are content creators, you in the chat, please let me know what kind of content you create. That doesn't have to be gaming videos. That doesn't have to be role-playing game videos. That can really be anything. I really want this to be a place where we as a community can post content and make our content and our creativity more known to the people around us, and we can share that with people. So feel free to shoot me a message on Twitch or shoot me a message on Twitter or whatever you'd like to do there. If you have any creative content that you'd like to share, I'm always down to hear more from you guys. Additionally, just shout out to the Roll20 app and whoever made the API. I don't remember the username, but whoever made the API has made this game a really positive experience for us and made it really great for all of us to come play this game, even though it's entirely new to us. Some of us only have experience with D&D 3.5. Some of us have no other role-playing game experience. Some of us, like Mike, have every role-playing game. So it's been okay,
That's
a
not
lot
even
of them.
close to true.
So it's really great to have an API that kind of levels the playing field, so we can all enjoy this
Yeah.
game.
Author's name, by the way, is Steve Day.
Mm.
Steve Day. Yeah, sorry, Day.
Cool.
I got it over on GitHub. If
Cool.
you look up the Star Wars Edge of the Empire dice over there on GitHub, you should be able to find the API if you're into that kind of thing.
Cool, thanks, man. Yeah, other things to shout out. I made a crawl in the Star Wars crawl creator that's for this module, the Perlemian Hall. So I put it in the chat. If you guys want to check that out, you can. It's really loud, so turn down your speakers. Sorry to
Yeah, I
anyone
just
who
found that out.
already watched that. Yeah, yeah, we definitely Fantagasm. We play every single Tuesday, unless like
Except for that
something
one we
comes
didn't.
up. Except for when something comes up, but you'll know if you follow the channel. And follow us on Twitter. But like I said, next week we're going to be on Friendly Fire TV. So go there. I'm going to try to make sure that everyone knows, but just go there next time. We will be there, and it'll be the same
Tell
thing.
your friends.
Nothing's changing. It's just the channel that it's being hosted on. So, all right. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. And I guess that's it. Have a good night.
Toodaloo.
Peace.